Sometimes, greatness isn't born from comfort. It's forged in fire, in struggle, in belief, in the roar of a nation that never gives up. This is the story of Damian Willemse, a boy from Strand, a small coastal town outside Cape Town, who rose from dusty community fields to lift rugby's greatest prize, the Rugby World Cup. But his story? It's not just about tries and trophies. It's about resilience. It's about family. It's about the power of staying true to who you are, even when the world doubts you. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you'll understand why Damian Willemse is the heartbeat of a new Springbok generation. In Strand, life teaches you lessons early. It's a town of strong people, families that know struggle, but never stop believing. That's where Damian Willemse grew up, surrounded by love, energy, and determination. His parents taught him discipline and respect. His community taught him humility. And rugby? That became his escape, and later, his destiny. On the dusty pitches of Strand, he learned how to fight for every inch. No fancy equipment. No spotlight. Just passion and hunger. From those bare, sunlit fields, a dream was born. To one day wear the green and gold. To make the people of Strand proud. And from that moment, he never looked back. As his talent grew, doors began to open. He earned a place at Paul Roos Gymnasium, one of South Africa's great rugby schools, famous for producing Springboks. But even in that world of elite competition, Damian stood out. He wasn't just talented, he was fearless. He played rugby like art, unpredictable, graceful, and bold. He stepped past defenders like a dancer moving through chaos. Every touch of the ball carried intent, energy that couldn't be coached. By 18, scouts couldn't ignore him. He joined the Stormers setup, and suddenly, the kid from Strand was training among the best. Within a year, he had done what millions only dream of. He pulled on the Springbok jersey. But the pressure came fast. Fans questioned him. Critics doubted him. They said he was too young, too flashy, too unpredictable. Yet Damian never changed who he was. Because his game was built on freedom. And that freedom, that unfiltered creativity, was what made him different. At the Stormers, Damian began to mature. He didn't just play rugby, he studied it. He became a thinker on the field, always calm, always aware. Whether at fly half, fullback, or centre, he brought balance and brilliance. A player who could step, kick, tackle, and create in the same heartbeat. And behind that talent was something deeper. A sense of pride in representing his roots. Every time he wore the blue of the Stormers or the green of the Springboks, he carried with him the hopes of young boys from Strand who now believed that they too could rise. Damian wasn't just building a career. He was building an example. In 2019, the Springboks conquered the world. They defied every prediction and brought home the Rugby World Cup. And among that golden generation stood Damian Willemse, young, fearless, hungry. He had become part of a story that united a nation. A team that reminded the world what South Africa stood for. Unity. Resilience. Heart. And then came 2023. The Springboks returned to defend their crown, this time in France. The world doubted them again. But Damian had become something special. A player who could change a match in seconds. When South Africa faced their toughest moments, Damian stood tall. He played with maturity, calmness, and confidence, a reflection of how far he'd come. And when the Springboks lifted that trophy again, it wasn't just history. It was destiny. For Damian, it was proof that no dream is too far, and no dreamer too small. Today, Damian Willemse stands as one of the faces of modern Springbok rugby. Alongside talents like feinberg-mngomezulu, Kane Moody, and Kurt-Lee Arendse. He represents a new generation, fast, fearless, and full of passion. They don't just play the game, they redefine it. They carry the hopes of a young South Africa. They inspire kids who dream with nothing but a ball and belief. Damian is not just an athlete anymore. He's a symbol of possibility. A reminder that no matter where you start, greatness can still find you. Off the field, Damian carries himself with quiet confidence. Humble. Grounded. Proud of his roots. He speaks often about representing the youth, about giving back, about inspiring the next generation from communities like Strand. Because he knows, if he could make it, so can they. That's what makes Damian Willemse more than just a player. He's a bridge between the struggle and the dream. Between where you come from and where you're destined to go. From Strand's sandy fields to lifting the World Cup for his country, Damian Willemse's story is one of faith, pride, and unbreakable will. Because when you play for more than yourself, when you carry the spirit of your people, you don't just win games, you inspire generations. And Damian Willemse, he is not just a player. He is the untamed spirit of the Springboks. This has been Happy Rise G World, where stories rise and heroes inspire. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful journeys.